Welcome to your daily crypto news. Appreciate all the feedback on our blockchain video from yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's a real cool parody video of the Gucci Gang song, and just thank you for everybody for the good feedback. The great news is I'm going to continue doing news videos. I'm not going to quit crypto and become a rapper. 2 Chainz. But in all seriousness, guys, thanks for liking our videos. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. We're over 100 now, and we're just continuing to grow. I think big things are coming for this channel, so you guys stay tuned. Watch out later today. We've got our first episode of our Faces of Crypto, where we are interviewing people from the cryptocurrency space. Today, we interviewed Crypto Breakfast. You may know him from Instagram or Twitter. He makes a lot of really funny parody videos, as well, a content creator. So big shout out to him, and be on the lookout for that episode today. So today we are jam-packed with news. So we're just going to do a quick look at the market, and we're going to jump right in. So looking at the markets, the market cap is $268 billion. Bitcoin dominance is 43.6, continues to fall, which is, I think, a good news for the altcoins. Take a look at the top 10. Everything is up today. EOS pumping especially big. NEO also up almost 10%. So a lot of green down the chart. You got to like that. So let's look at the big winners and losers of the day. Big winners, Redcoin, Mixin. We talked a little bit yesterday about POA Network, Walton Chain, which you guys know I'm a big fan of. It had a 20% gain. Digibyte also had a big gain. Dogecoin has a big gain. So a lot of big gainers in the double digits today. For the losers of the day, Veritasium, Binance Coin, Dent, and Tether. As we always talk about, Tether doesn't really count. So that's your daily look at the market. Let's jump right into some good news. So this week, we'll just read it verbatim. During an interview with Bloomberg this week, Jeffrey Sprecher, the chief executive of ICE, owner of the New York Stock Exchange, refused to rule out offering derivatives for digital currencies like Bitcoins. And one of the quotes that he said is, "People put more faith in a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto that no one has ever met than they do in the U.S. Fed," he said, referring to the founder of Bitcoin. So people trust Bitcoin more than they trust the Fed, is basically what he's saying here. And he's leaving the door open for people to trade digital assets on the stock exchange. So this is huge news. So as of yesterday, Bittrex announced that they would take new customers once again, and they got hit with a tidal wave. So many people came in and tried to register that it only lasted a few hours and they had to shut it down again. So I didn't even know they had opened it up yesterday. I actually wanted to create an account there myself. I don't have one, and it looks like I'm out of luck. So another positive story in the crypto world, 1 in 5 university students use loan money for cryptocurrency investments. Well, while that's not good news for these teenagers, especially if they bought at the all-time highs, but, you know, it's not good in terms of their being frivolous with their money. They probably should not. Obviously, this is not financial advice, but I would never encourage someone to take a loan or use part of a loan to put in cryptocurrency because, you know, it's not a sure thing. We think long-term is a sure thing, but I don't know if you'll make your money back before you have to pay, make your loan payments. But this does mean that younger people, the younger generation, is very interested in cryptocurrency. This was a poll that was done for 1,000 university students across, I believe, different parts of the world. I don't think it was just one country. And 1 out of 5 of them are using their student loans to pay for cryptocurrency. So with all that being said, so we've got Bittrex getting rushed with new users. We've got teenagers and college students using their student loan money for cryptocurrency. We've got the owner of the New York Stock Exchange coming out and saying that they believe that we probably will be able to trade, or not ruling out the possibility of trading digital assets on stock exchanges. This is all really good news. So why are we still down? Why are we still in the bear market? Well, I don't know why, to be honest with you. I think that, as we talked about last week, Charlie Lee, who is a New York stock or a Wall Street broker, should I say, he came out and said that he thinks that it has to do with people liquidating to pay their taxes. And we set a target date of after April 15th. for things to really turn around for crypto and the bull run to come. And I don't want to get too specific. I don't have a specific day for you. I think you can probably look a week within 7 days of after April 15th, I think, for things to start going up. But maybe even speculatively, as we're looking toward that date, maybe it will start going up before that. But I found this story from Timothy Enneking. He's the managing director of crypto assets management. And he said that the winter in cryptocurrency market is largely over. He thinks that in 2018, from this point forward, that we will move more towards a bull market. And that's really exciting. And of course, we've seen people make these predictions before, but I think with the timing of this April 15th date, I think it kind of makes sense. And so I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. I'm going to show you guys something I think is really cool. I think you guys are going to really like it. So I found this other article where it's talking about this bear market is setting the stage. And the premise of this article is saying that we are about to see a bull run when it hits. I don't know when it's going to hit. Maybe it's 3 months from now. I don't know. But when this bull run hits, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. If you look at this week, George Soros, the Rockefellers, so many people putting money into cryptocurrency and getting on the bandwagon. I don't think it's a coincidence that these people get into it toward the end of the bear market. That's signaling to people that it's time to ride the train. And I think, according to what I've been reading, that when this bull run hits, it's going to be, like I mentioned, something we've never seen before, because now we have institutional money in cryptocurrency. It's not just people that are interested in digital assets, people that are interested in cryptocurrencies. These are people who have money and know when the time is right and are getting in. So I want to show you guys this chart. We've talked a little bit about it before, but I want to show you guys something pretty cool. This is from Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, and it talks about innovators, early adopters, all the way through laggards, which would be like your grandma who, didn't get an iPhone until the iPhone 6 came out. She was still carrying around that flip phone. Maybe she is still carrying around that flip phone. I don't know. You should call your grandma, though.
It's been a long, lonely winter, and you're dying to connect with someone new. Well, we know the perfect woman ready to take your call. She can't wait to talk. So this Easter, why not try calling your grandmother? Your grandmother is standing by, ready to talk all day long.
So this chart shows the bell curve of technology and innovation. How you have a very small percent, that is 2.5% of the people that are the innovators. These would have been the people that have been in cryptocurrency, not necessarily since 2009, but probably 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. I was in cryptocurrency in 2012. The only problem is I kind of got forced to be in it because I had to pay for a product and not drugs, a software program, and I could only pay for it with Bitcoin. So I was forced to get into it, but I didn't understand what I was doing. I just thought I was, going this roundabout way to pay for this product. I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. I ended up making money on it, and it was a really good thing for me, but, I was forced to do it. I wasn't in it because I knew about the technology. Now things are totally different, and I have a different perspective on everything. But your 2.5% are your people that are your super early adopters, your innovators. So then you have your 13.5% that are your early adopters. So I believe this is where we're at right now. And I can pinpoint where I believe we are pretty much exactly. And the reason for this is because I read an article and I've seen some numbers that may not necessarily be exactly this, but the number I keep running across is 8%. 8% of Americans have bought into cryptocurrency. And if you were to spread that number across the whole world, I think it would be pretty comparable. We'll just say 8%. So if 8% of people have bought or are interested in cryptocurrency, that will put us smack dab in the middle of the early adopter stage. And I believe that before, I would say summer, I would say before summer 2017, you could make an argument that we were right on the line of the innovators and early adopters, okay? So with one large bull run and all of the media attention, we got about halfway through the early adopter stage. Now, if the bull run that's coming next takes us to another place, right? It takes us to a level of media hype that we didn't even see with the December run. Then that is going to push us from the early adopters to the early majority stage. And what would we call that? Mainstream. When crypto goes mainstream, there's no going back. So we're always asking ourselves this question, right? Are we in early enough? Are you early enough? If your holdings right now with your bags that you've got, that maybe you put a couple $1,000s in and maybe it's down to worth about $500 right now, are you still going to be able to hodl that, if you will, and make money? I believe yes. I believe this is the time. Anyone who enters after this next bull run is going to be the early majority and is going to be not necessarily too late, but they're going to be too late to make the big money. This is the bull run to remember all bull runs that is coming. And I think that after this, I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a decrease in volatility as it goes mainstream, and we're going to see many of these coins become stabilized. So get your bags now, pack your bags, because it's about time to take off. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when the flight leaves. I don't know if the plane's got mechanical problems. I don't know what the issue is. But what I do know is you better be running through that airport, waving at the person at the door to get you on the plane and saying, hold the door because I'm coming.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
So I hope that is encouraging to you, because I know there's been a lot of negativity in this bear run because so many people got in at all-time highs. And, I'm sorry if that was you, but I think great things are coming. Okay, so a new segment we are going to have on our daily crypto news, or let me rephrase that, on your daily crypto news, is the coin report. So for today's coin report, we're going to be looking at two coins. VeChain, found this article from express.co.uk. Bitcoin's latest rival. This currency has soared in 2018 as cryptos plummet. Spoiler alert, it's VeChain. So if you guys watched our BitBoy blockchain video, we spent 10 racks on VeChain. So I thought it was real cool to find this article the day after we released our video. VeChain has rebranded this year. It has rebranded to VeChain Thor. And what VeChain is it is a blockchain technology that puts chips into authentic luxury goods. Like you can think like a Gucci bag, for instance. They put a chip in there, and that's how you know it's authentic and it's not counterfeit. And, we've been talking a lot about how blockchain is bad for trolls, for the internet. But it's also bad for trolls in real life. People who scam people by selling counterfeit goods. Now, some people, they want to go to the flea market, or they want to go to, Chinatown in New York City and grab a fake bag. Like, that's what they want to do, and that's fine. But you never have to question again with VeChain technology on whether or not what you have is authentic. Now, the person staring at you from across the room might, think, that bag's fake, but, who cares? So this was a cool story about how VeChain has risen 30% this year, even while almost all the other cryptos have plummeted. And I think that really goes to show that with luxury goods, the luxury people aren't affected by this bear run. The people who have a lot of money, they pretty much still have a lot of money. So I think the VeChain is a great technology. It is something that I don't personally own, but I do think it is a really cool coin. We'll probably be doing a coin review on it at some point. Right now it's 17th in market cap, and I think it can go much higher than that. Okay, another coin that I have been seeing on the coin market cap listings, and I didn't really know that much about it, but I have found some information on it. Golem. So if you don't know Golem, he is a cave-dwelling creature who really has this ring. He really likes it. My precious. Okay, no, just kidding. Golem is a blockchain technology that is one of the first ERC20 tokens, and it is finally ready for its mainnet to be launched on the Ethereum network. And what Golem is it is it's supposed to kind of be like a supercomputer, if you will. So what it does is it takes unused computer space and computing power in different nodes on a network, and is able to do things like produce CGI, computer-generated images, like you see in movies and stuff like that. So creating a CGI takes a lot of computer power, and your normal computer just doesn't have that power. So what you would do is, if you're hooked up on the Golem network, is you would be able to pull power from different computers and use it like all of these computers on this network is a supercomputer, and you would be able to produce that image on your own computer. It's a way of decentralizing computers, if you will. So I think it's a really cool technology. People call it the Airbnb for computers, and I think that's pretty dead on for what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not tech enough to know exactly how that works. I don't make computer-generated images. So if you do and you know a little bit more about it, drop us a comment. We'd like to know, those who are excited about Golem. I think it sounds like a pretty cool coin. Like I said, I don't own any of it, but it is something maybe we could do a review on in the future. Whew! Man, what a show. That was a lot of news packed into a little bit of time. There were so many more stories I could have gotten to. There's a lot of news going on right now. When I go to Reddit and I check for my news, usually a lot of the posts on the first page of the cryptocurrency subreddit are, discussions, or they're posts, or, I only go over stories that are actual articles. And today, man, almost the whole page was full of articles. There's just so much news right now. So I think that's good news, if you will. But, thanks for watching. Watch out for our interview with Crypto Breakfast coming out today. And make sure, if you haven't checked out our blockchain parody video, go ahead and check that out. You can watch it from yesterday. I think you guys will really like it. Show your friends. Let's get BitBoy out. We're going to be coming up with episodes, action episodes for BitBoy. You guys are going to really get to know our characters better. And I'm just so excited about everything we got going on the channel. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the alert bell so you can get notifications. And that is your daily crypto news.